Hi, my name is Jim McLaren. Today we're going to look at the 2017 Subaru Legacy all-wheel drive. Now, Brian assisted me this morning to get the car going. The battery was dead. So here's the key. You just press this button and then you have to manually get in here. Because you wouldn't be able to open the doors because the battery's dead. Here's the key for that. That just goes back in there. Check the key fob in a second here. This is a 4-cylinder engine. Nice and compact here. Very easy access. That's your drive belt here. Easy access for the mechanics. That's where you check your oil. You add your oil here. This is your engine oil filter. Battery. Positive, negative. Easy access here. That's just a fuse box here. It's called a box 4-cylinder, 170 horsepower. Windshield washers over here. And it's nice to have these, I know what they call them, hydraulic. You don't have to fish around for it. Shut. Now take a look at the lights here. There's lights on it here. And that's the fog lights, and they have these fog lights will follow your steering. That's a feature you can turn on in the car. I'll show that later. Front of the car here, engine block heater, standard in Northern Ontario. There's your lights, your fog light down here. Let's take a look at the car. Sunroof, or moonroof, what I call it. 4-door will sit in a second. 18-inch wheels here. Again, we're at Sudbury Fine Cars here. Subaru all-wheel drive Legacy 2017. Here's a key fob. Lock, unlock, that's that symbol here. You hold this button down for the trunk and your panic button. You gotta hold this for a second. It beeps. It's got the hydraulic here too. Nice feature. It's inside the trunk, and you release the seats here on 60-40 split. There's your jack, your tools here, and this lifts up. And your tires down here. That's not a full tire. Your backup cameras here. Take a look inside. I had the seat fully extended in the front, all the way back rather. Just enough room for me in here. I got leg room here. The seats are very comfortable back here. Headroom, I got enough. I'm 6 feet tall. Enough headroom. Now in the back here, car's not on, but these are heated seats in the back here. We have a cup holder down here, open door here, show you. Cup holder here. Let's get inside the car. We're into the Legacy now, and let's look at some of these buttons here. So you can set for 1 or 2. That sets your position. So next time you get in the car or set for an L1 or L2, you press that button and it sets where you have it. These are all your window buttons here. your lock, your unlock. Adjust your mirrors here, right or left. So turn that dial and just move your mirrors. The car has to be on to be moving. Take a look at some of these buttons down here. And that's the trunk. Now that's steering. This is for the fog lights. So when you steer a certain way, the fog lights will follow the way your car is steering. You can turn these features are all on, so you have to shut them off if you don't want them on. And this is just your dash. This is your traction control. This is your blind side monitoring. If you come out of your beep, this is, it keeps you in your lane departure. And this feature here keeps you like if you're backing up or going forward, collision prevention. So it'll actually brake the car for you, and there's something underneath your back, you know, a kid's bike or something, or somebody in the front. That feature's on there. Trip reset right here. You can see it there. The last focus. Right there, trip reset. Bottle holder here. It's like a bottle holder. It says no coffee. It's got a icon with a coffee with a slasher that says don't put your coffee there. Inside the car now, it's very hot. It's 28 degrees Celsius today. It's July 17, 2017. Let's start the car off. Put my foot in the brake. Put my foot in the brake, the lights up. Starts up. Now it's dual control. So just going to read this. So both sides can be controlled whatever you want. That's lows and go 18 low. Same side of this, 18 low. This is your mode. Sorry for the noise, but I have to show it to you. So you can adjust your fan up or down here, and your mode here. See, switching here. The icons here. That's your time. The temperature outside is 28 degrees. And circulation or not. This is your front defrost, your rear defrost. And then you hit maximum there, and it's going to go on full blast now because it's very, very hot in here. It's certainly hot. This is your seats, heated seats. Three different settings here. Off. 2. Both sides. So some of the features in here. Let's shut this off, it's noisy. Okay. It's getting hot in here, I tell you. And this is your forward flasher. Easy access here. Your compartment down here. Store your stuff where you want. Change thing here. 2 cup holders. Your parking brake is right here. I like this feature about this car. This little icon here, that's a hill assist. It'll press that button, it keeps you if you're up on the hill, that'll keep you from rolling back. Here's the center console. It's got thing, removable change control. There's a 12 volt in the bottom there. Now, nice feature, they have this grooves here so that you can run your wire. Close this and you can run your wire and have your phone charging here. These seats are very comfortable. I want to mention again that these seats, like, it's hard for me to pull it up. But these seats, these headrests, as my friend Peter told me, these are a safety feature in the car. Heaven forbid if you ever went in the water, but you can take these headrests off, and there's 2. It's hard to move this with one hand. But anyway, the 2 bars, you can take this thing, hold rest, bang the window and break the window if you're stuck in the car. Heaven forbid if you ever went in the water. It's got the sunroof. Just lifts it up two position. Now you adjust that. We can go fully here. Pulls the whole sunroof back here. Right today, I'm going to shut this. There we go. Now it's got the vanity mirrors here. Both lighted, both sides. Your compass is in up here. Let's look at some of the features on your home screen here, or your radio. Here's a DVD player in here. Let's go home. Has maps in this. This is the full edition. All the bells and whistles in this Subaru Legacy. Here's your maps. There's apps in here too. I can hardly see them here, the light. There's your phone, your Bluetooth. You can set up Bluetooth here. I don't want to set it up now, so thank you. Information. There's weather. You can set up stocks. I play the stock market, so that would be a nice feature to have. The weather here tells you a 3-day forecast or 5-day forecast there. Select your own city wherever you want. Go back here. Vehicle monitoring system. It just tells you your engine oil temperature. This is your accelerator. So that shows you how much your accelerator is accelerated. Elapsed time, average speed. Go back here. The maintenance thing. Now they set this all up. I guess when they do engine oil, they can set it. You know, they can mark down the date and time and how many kilometers. They do that here, I guess. You can do it yourself, I guess, if you wanted to. All that stuff, the information is all on here. Let's go back. Go to the home screen here. Audio. AM, FM, Sirius XM. I think Sirius XM, they're good for 3 months. Then you have to buy it. Let's turn the volume, the audio. There's all your stations here. I'll shut it off, it's pretty noisy. Your Bluetooth audio again. Go to the home screen here. Go to your center console here. Now I've got it set, and I set it from here. These buttons here are set up or down here, so I can go up here. And that shows me right here 150 kilometers still empty. That's a nice feature. I like to have that feature. And just by setting these buttons here, just changes your center console. That'll be your kilometers, how fast you're going when you're on the highway. That's your compass there. And I'm sure that once you have your maps on, that that'll show you stuff in your maps right here, the next turns and all that kind of stuff. Let's look at your, this is your RPM gauge here. I'm just going to speed it up a bit. And your speedometers over here, your temperatures here too. Sorry, didn't see that. And your gas gauge in the bottom. And as you can see, there's a little red, there's a little arrow pointing to the gas. It's on the right hand side, your passenger side. That's your speedometer. They should show the inside. That's the old miles per hour. Canada's all kilometers per hour, so you still have that feature in most of these cars. These are your lights, your fog lights right here. Yeah. Now they're off, now they're on. Now, and here are your regular lights. They're off now, right down here. Now, that's on auto. This is your parking brake lights. Your parking lights, rather, and then your full lights are on here. So most people leave it on auto. Some of the features, this is a nice steering wheel on the Subaru here. Now it has lane departure, and it has those blind spot monitoring. Now, you can't see it on the mirror here, but there's a little light on the mirror. Now, it'll flash when there's somebody beside you. Both mirrors have it. It's hard to see. Anyway, they have the blind spot monitoring on. And if you go to put your signal light on, it'll flash and beep and tell you there's somebody beside you. That's a nice feature to have on this. Cruise control. And as you can set your cruise control, whatever you want it. And then this is how you set your adaptive cruise control or intelligent cruise control. I'm not sure which one they call it. Adaptive cruise control. So what you do is you set the car length up or down, 3 or 4, wherever it is, and then it'll keep you, if you set it at 100, it'll keep you behind that car at 100. If the guy speeds up, then it'll stay at 100, but the guy slows down, it'll slow your car right down. And then until you either pass him or he speeds back up. But it'll speed back up, it'll stay at that adaptive cruise control. That's a really nice feature to have in this car. Heated steering wheel. Here's your source for your radio here. You just check it here. Shut it off here. It's got the wait. Okay, you can see it now. Drive and your manual shift. You switch it over. Now you've got here the paddle cruiser plus and minus here. To get back out, switch it over. Get all the way back to park. Somebody like use the paddle shifters. Yeah, it's nice, and I got room here in my fingers here to switch it plus. And they get us over here. Shows you the time, how hot it is outside here. Now, one of the we did a run for a couple runs for Subaru. My wife and I did one run for them. We actually brought a van down to Toronto, and they give us a Legacy, 2016 Legacy, and a 6-cylinder in that one. That was a beautiful car. And my wife really liked it because she says you can see out the back window, the back mirror here. You can see out the back here very easily. And she says there's no blind spots in that mirror. I love that part. She always says that some of the cars that we try out, that the first thing she looks at is the rear view mirror. She does not like the backup camera. She refuses to use it. She uses a mirror and she uses this. Now, talking about that, here's what they call, this is the pedal here, dead man's pedal. Now, that's directly in front of your front wheel. That's directly in front. So now if you put your left foot down here and then you turn around to back up, use some support to back up. That's what that's meant for. See some of the other features of the car here. I don't know if I showed you the release is way down here for the hood for the engine. Here's your louvers here. Maneuverable up and down if you want. That's through your gas release. The little plastic thing on to protect it. That's where you release your gas cap. It's a very quiet car. You can hear it barely running here. Let's go over once more here. That flashing light doesn't mean I don't have my seatbelt on. The seats are very comfortable in here. Again, this is the 2017 Legacy all-wheel drive. Just a 4-cylinder, 170 horsepower. Here's a couple of features here. For your sunglasses, your lights here. I'd like to thank Lynn Renaud again and Brian for helping me this morning. Help me get this car out to get it all set up so I can take a video. Thank you to all my subscribers, all my future subscribers. Thanks for listening. Have a good day.